Hi guys, so here we are. This is day one of lockdown in London and day one of my video diary. Today's Tuesday, 24th of March, and it's about 10 p.m. at night in London, in the UK. And it's been a very long day. It's been a very long day. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it hasn't been easy. I have had my moments. I think, things in London got quite serious from about last week, last Monday, so just over a week ago, when the supermarkets started to get raided. And as we all saw on videos, people started to buy lots of toilet paper and things like that, and pasta and things like that, a little bit panicking and worrying and kind of, riding on fear. And since then, this last week has been challenging for me anyway, because it's been a bit like a roller coaster. I've had my moments when I felt okay, and then moments when I kind of saw myself panicking a little bit as well, getting paranoid, washing my hands a lot, getting a bit OCD with my hands and trying to get my shopping sorted, because I could see that the lockdown in London was going to happen soon, which it has done today. So yeah, last week was quite stressful, quite challenging. I think human beings are going through this unprecedented, completely new situation. We have never been through something like this before in our lifetime ever. Humanity has never been through anything like this, as far as we know. And we are all in lockdown at home. The whole planet is in lockdown. Every human being. Okay, some of us are getting out more than others, but most countries have closed their doors. Airplanes are not flying. Transport is cancelled. Governments are asking to stay home. It's just completely surreal. It's a very surreal situation for humanity as a whole. And I consider myself to be a quite spiritual person, but I'm also a human being. And so it's been difficult. The last week was quite challenging, rushing to get all my shopping done, and going from shop to shop, seeing shelves empty, worrying about what I'm going to eat. To be honest, at some point, I think my survival instinct just kicked in, and I was more worried about buying enough food than about the virus itself. And I've heard some friends of mine sharing the same thing. But anyway, today, finally, the lockdown came to London. I'm originally from Spain. I was born in Spain, although I've been in London for many years, and I have my family in Spain. And I know they've been already in lockdown for almost 2 weeks, I believe. So luckily, I've had their perspective, their experience, and in a way, that helped me to prepare a little bit better. At the same time, today was a challenging day. 3 members of my family in Spain have the virus. Well, 2 of them we know for sure they do, one of which is in hospital, from the 2 that we know. My sister's wife was taken into hospital yesterday, and my sister is now at home, self-isolated, and also has the virus, and is by herself, so that's quite worrying. And my cousin is also in hospital from yesterday. He's got pneumonia, and it sounds likely that he might have the virus as well, but we are still waiting for some test results, which are going to come in tomorrow. So when I thought of making this YouTube channel, I thought my first video would be something like light-hearted, cheerful, whatever. But the reality is, we all are being affected by this pandemic, directly or indirectly. And before the lockdown in London, before things got a bit crazy last week here, a bit chaotic, before that I saw kind of things unfolding, first in China, then in other countries, the Czech Republic, Asia, whatever. Italy and then Spain, where I'm from. And I kind of thought in the beginning, this is just a cold, it's just, a type of cold, which it is, it will blow over. Governments are making a huge deal out of this. This is kind of taken out of proportion and whatever. And I wasn't really that worried. And I think today, not just because of the lockdown, but because of my sister, her wife, and my cousin being unwell, being ill with the virus, it's all really start to hit home. And the fact that the virus attacks your lungs, and my cousin has pneumonia, and I also have a neighbor where I live who I was supporting last night. She doesn't have any family in London, and I agreed with her that I would be her emergency contact because she's been unwell for about a week, and she thought she had the virus, and she was self-isolating at home. And so she contacted me, kind of asking me if I could be her emergency contact in case, things got worse and she might need to call an ambulance or call her family and all of that. And she wouldn't have been able to do that. So anyway, after a week or so, a few days of her being unwell, last night, 2:30 in the morning, she knocked on my door asking me to call an ambulance. And so I did. Unfortunately, the ambulance took 4 hours to arrive. The London ambulance service is already overwhelmed, and the lockdown just has started today. So imagine how things are going to be going forward. Of course, bless the ambulance service. It's not their fault. It's just what's happening right now. And so it took them 4 hours to arrive, in which time, I tried to be in contact with my neighbor on WhatsApp. We were chatting for about 2 hours until she got quite tired, and I did as well. And I just stayed up on the sofa then. We kind of, I asked her to go and rest, and I stayed on the sofa just in case the ambulance service came and I will have to call her family. Her sister is currently in Finland, stuck. So anyway, that was all happening last night. In the end, I went to bed at 7 a.m. this morning. They didn't take her to hospital because they said she could stay home and that she was going to get better, fingers crossed. But even today, she wasn't feeling that great. So, and this is now when the reality is hitting home for me, supporting my neighbor. I have another neighbor who's a friend of mine who has a bit of a cold, but she doesn't think it's the virus. And then my three relatives also, close relatives in Spain. So it's been a challenging day, and but on a positive note, I guess the sun came out in London, which is a bit of a miracle, as most Londoners know, because it's always grey and miserable here most of the time, or at least 8 or 9 months of the year. So the sun came out, and I was so tired. I mean, we are allowed here to go out once a day at the moment to do a bit of exercise and also to go shopping for food. At the moment, everything is shut, everything is closed apart from supermarkets and pharmacies, just like in other countries. But we are allowed at the moment to go out to exercise and go to the supermarket. I was too tired because I went to bed at 7 in the morning. I was too tired to actually go anywhere. So luckily I have a little balcony, thank God. And I sat there for a couple of hours in the sun, which was really nice. It was really grounding, really soothing, really lovely. I also play some music. I believe music lifts your spirit, and I love at the moment. I'm playing music every day because it does help me feel better. When I'm in a good mood, I even dance around the flat. I live on my own. I don't have anyone to talk to, hear, or argue with, which you can do sometimes when you live with people. So I try to entertain myself as best as I can. I obviously keep contact with family and friends. over WhatsApp, over the internet, Skype, whatever. Another highlight of my day actually was chatting to my little nephew. So my cousin, who is in hospital, is like a brother to me, even though we have been kind of like not much in contact lately. And his son, who is now 13, I believe, is a really, really lovely boy. And today we talked a little bit when I called to see how my cousin was doing. And he's such a lovely boy. I mean, so cute. And he was telling me, about all the homework that he's got in the school now in Spain. They are doing all the homework online. And apparently the teachers have gone a little bit overboard and have given them tons and tons of homework to do. So we were discussing that, and then I offered to help him with his English homework tomorrow. I've never done that before, so with my nephew, and so that'll be a lovely thing to do tomorrow. We're just going to connect over video. Thank God for the internet. Thank God for these virtual connections. And so that's been another highlight, just chatting to him, chatting to a young guy like him. He's very intelligent, he's very charming, and also, having him sort of telling me how difficult this has been for him with his dad in hospital, and all this homework from school, which is, he was talking a lot about that. Anyway, so what else? So yeah, I've been in touch with my family today, trying to see how my sister's wife and my sister were, and my cousin were, and I think just sharing what's happening on this video right now is helping me already. I believe that, talking about things is very therapeutic, which is why I started this channel. I don't know how many people are going to join this, but initially, I know that it's going to help me to share all this stuff with you guys. What else? So from tomorrow, today, like I said, I went to bed at 7 a.m. and I was too tired to plan anything, to do anything. All I could do was just like hang out in my flat, sit on the balcony in the sun, which was lovely, and make some lovely food. But from tomorrow, I'm making a plan. I've already started actually yesterday, but I didn't finish it. And I'm actually making two plans. One of them is about having a daily structure, a daily routine. I've always been a bit rubbish to do this, but I believe that right now, because I'm going to spend so much time at home on my own, it's very important, it's crucial for me to have a daily routine where I plan everything that I'm going to do throughout the day, and I stick to my plan, which I'm also rubbish at doing, but I'm really, really going to try to stick to my plan, because I do believe that my mental health can suffer if I don't stay active, if I don't stay proactive actually, and if I don't look after myself properly, like I said, mind, body, emotions and spirit. So a daily routine, that's going to be starting tomorrow. And the other plan I'm going to do, which I've already started kind of, is, I'm going to make a list of things that I can do as time goes on. My 4 columns for this list is mind, body, emotions and spirit, like I said. And underneath each heading, I'm going to make a list of things that I can do, that I believe that I can do, or that I can just keep in mind, so that I can stay balanced and centered on all those 4 aspects of myself. So it'll be things like doing a bit of yoga and meditation. Obviously being in lockdown is as sad and as challenging as it is a great time to do things that we haven't had time to do before, that we were too busy to do, or whatever. So for me, one of those things is a daily meditation practice. I do meditation sometimes, but not daily. So I'm going to start doing that religiously. I also do yoga, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So first thing in the morning, I'm going to do some, things like yoga and meditation, but also things like learning new things, learning new hobbies. One of the things that I want to do actually during this process of this channel is going to be editing video, which is something I wanted to learn for a very long time, but I just haven't had the time to do. So I hope that my videos will become a little bit more, fancy, a little bit better as time goes on. And whatever it is, whatever it is that you've been putting off, even be it doing some exercise, eating well, eating healthy, learning new recipes, learning to bake, learning photography, learning new skills, connecting more with our loved ones as well is going to be very important at this time. So yeah, all of that is going to start tomorrow. But for tonight, I think I'm just going to go to bed soon. I'm going to, maybe I'll watch a bit of Netflix, why not? The joys of the internet, I'm just going to probably watch a bit of Netflix just to relax, just to unwind from this intense day. And tomorrow will be another day. So day 1 is done. Whew. Oops. So let's see what day 2 brings tomorrow. I'll keep you posted, and please do share your daily vlog for today or whatever for tomorrow, whenever you want, down in the comments below. Put your links down there. Comment, please. Reach out, say hi, share whatever you want to share. I'm going to share my own resources, but you can share yours. Just use this platform however you like. This is for all of us. It's not about me only, it's about all of us. So please, share whatever you want in this channel, in the comments down below. And see you tomorrow. All right. Stay safe, stay calm, and be well. Good night. Namaste. Bye.